So you're recording because I can tell by your face. Okay, today, hi, welcome to Lessons with John. Today we're going to try Dirty Water, okay? It's a wicked simple song. This is like the first song I teach kids and stuff because it's so simple. What they actually play in the song, I'll teach you how they really play it, and then I'll show you how you can water it down. They're going to land at the 7th fret, 5th string, 7th fret. So I think they slide from about the 2nd fret or so. That sounds about right to my ears. So you slide up, and then you hit it a second time, 5th string, 7th fret. Then you move to the 4th string, 7th fret. And then what you do is you go to the 3rd string, you hit it twice at the 7th fret, and then the 6th fret. I use different fingers. You know, a lot of the kids, they use the same finger for all of it, but, you know, that's not the way to do it, so. And if you're teaching someone like you know, like their first lesson or something like that, you could get rid of the slide because, you know, if you've been playing for any time at all, the only thing worse than sliding around for your fingers is the bending of strings. You know, that'll hurt even worse. So, but sliding will really gouge their fingers up at the beginning. So, those of us that can play, it doesn't bother us. But anyway, so you could teach them like this. And that's a way to get people started, and it's really simple. And it's a way of teaching them how to read tab too. So so that's what they do for the whole intro. They do it about 8 times in a row is kind of an intro before they really. He's kind of telling a story, and each of the band comes in one at a time during that intro, and that's all he's playing. Then for the verse, what he does is he plays that figure 4 times, and then you'll hear him move up. So you start around where you left off, the 7th fret, and you do the same figure up at the 12th fret. So you slide from 7 to 12, hit it a second time, 4th string 12, 3rd string 12 twice, and then the 11th fret on the 3rd string. And you do that whole thing twice. Then you go back, you play this 2 more times. Now you're onto the power chords here. So it's a B5. I do it up here, it's a little bit easier on the 6th string, 7th fret, and then the 5th string, 9th fret. You can just do the 2 fingers. You can add the pinky for the 3rd, for that 4th string, 9th fret if you want, to make it a bigger sound if you want. But for the beginners, I just do the 2 strings there. So you hit it 7 times. I do all downstrokes with my right hand. And I teach them to try and go through just the 2 strings. But if you can play, if you've been playing for any time at all, you've probably been taught to, you can mute the other strings with the back of that 1st finger. So you're only letting those 2 strings be heard. Okay, so you can do it that way, but if you have beginners, just try to teach them just to do it like that. So it's like 7 times on the B5. That's the 7th fret and the 9th fret. 7th fret, 6th string, 9th fret, 5th string. Then you go back a half step, which means 6th string, 6th fret, 5th string, 8th fret. You only hit that one once. That's a B flat 5. Then you move back yet another half step, 6th string, 5th fret, 5th string, 7th fret. I'm going to hit that one twice. I'm going to leave like, it's almost like it's a half note followed by a quarter note. So it's a little different rhythm. So it's, and then Boston, You're My Home, and then you're back. You play this 2 more times. And that's a verse. So I'm going to play the whole verse now. So you do this 4 times. That's it. That's the verse. So 4, 2, 2, and then the power chords, and then back to that riff for 2 more. You can't forget those 2 more at the end. You could call them like an interlude in between verses or something if you want. But so you got your intro, you got your verse followed by another verse. They just repeat the whole thing, and then there's a solo. There's like a harmonica solo, harp solo, whatever you want to call it, and that just follows the same pattern as the verse. So you, as the guitarist, you just do the same exact thing for that, for the solo behind the harmonica. And at the end of the harmonica solo, it's, you know, just like I said, it just follows, and they come back with the words. You know, Boston, you're my home. They come back with that, and then they do the riff. So the solo section is exactly the same as the verse. And then you just have the outro, which is just this riff again. And they play it like 6 times, and they start fading out. And that's it. That's all of Dirty Water. There's nothing else. So any comments below, and please subscribe and play more guitar.